There are a lot of locks here in Dorchester, but this is the last day for the Dorchester Provincial Jail. There are a great number of locks inside here and a great number of stories. Terry McMaster is taking one last look around. He's been a jailer here for 25 years.
It's one of those jobs that you really never understand it until you've done it.
Dorchester Provincial Jail is officially closed. The locks here will no longer keep prisoners inside. But there were times, even when prisoners were here, that the locks didn't keep them in.
Yeah, well, these locks, over the years, the inmates have found different ways of opening these locks from the inside. Now, for instance, these little pieces of metal that you see here, these were added on. They weren't part of the original lock structure. They were put on here to prevent the inmates from opening the doors with shoelaces, because from the inside, they could actually work a shoelace in there, and by giving it a quick pull, it would shove this bolt in, and they could push the door open.
But getting out of one door only left you free to try and get out of the second.
Want to take a walk back down there, Phil?
Philip Lewis was the jailer back in the 60s.
We had as high as 64 here one time.
Oh. Lewis lived in the jail with his entire family. A former bus driver, he answered an ad, and before he knew it, he was running an entire jail on his own for $1,800 a year. Anyone ever break anything?
Oh, yes. 13 left there one night.
How'd they get in?
Sawed the bars off. The bars were like that in the other side. These screens weren't on there then. And the bars were up there. And you could saw them with a kitchen knife. They were so soft.
Did you catch them?
Yeah, we got them all.
There used to be a window in there where they had the shower in there. In the right-hand corner, there was a window in the back end there.
Yeah.
And that little, just a narrow window.
A lot of them went up there.
They cut the bars out of there and went over and broke into the store, a store in the village, and come back in here and we had cigarettes and chocolate bars and potato chips. And that's how they discovered who done the break-in, because the next day they found all kinds of this loot.
They all come back in.
Yeah, they come back right in with the loot. They were only gone a couple hours, so.
They cut the bar off, and then they put them back in and fill them with, when they had them just about sawed off, they didn't finish this night, they were going to do it tomorrow night, they would fill them with shoe polish and rub their hand on them like that, and you come up and look at them, you'd never know they was cut. You had to take a table knife and go up each bar and see if there was a notch in it so the knife would drop in to find out where the cuts were. I've come up here in the morning with a hammer, and we take a hammer and go over every bar, bing, bing. Easy to come up here one morning, hit one, bing, and throw it out in the yard. It was all cut off, right ready to go.
But Lewis and McMaster will take away memories of a different sort as well.
I remember being locked in that with my wife and Kenny Dorson. The others, the last fellas took over from me. We were locked in there for 2 hours. And the guy stole from my car and smashed it in Sackville. And eventually he shot his wife and shot himself. And then when we were in this cell...
You were forced in their gunpoint too, weren't you, Phil?
He was forced in their gunpoint. And he came up and got my wife and took her downstairs to get his dad in. When he took her downstairs to get the pills, I never figured she'd come back.
In this section, I had a man working there one time that took a severe beating. He was beaten over the head with a push broom, hardwood push broom, and it took 100 stitches just in his head. His whole head was just blood. That's about the worst incident that I'll never forget that.
The last few things are now being moved to Moncton. The inmates have been sent to other jails, but the future of this prison, built in the 1800s, is unknown. But Terry McMaster's future is known. He's retiring.
At first, I thought I was going to be real glad to get out of here, but now that the end has finally come, I'll leave with mixed feelings. 'Cause I have a few bad memories of being here, but I also have a lot of good memories, so it's kind of hard. So I'm going to miss the people, that's for sure.